Hey guys, I'm really excited to share my latest book with you. This is a combination scrapbook journal, and it's from a recent last-minute trip that I took. So I'm going to take you down memory lane. This is Vicki, the literal crafter in Western New York. And I'm going to do the best I can with this video. I've got a shadow going on and I can't figure out how to get rid of it. So hopefully it's not too distracting. But this book was my first paper bag book. This is a gift bag, and I really liked the pattern on it, so I decided to use that. I put a couple of dangles on it, and I made this little tag. This is just has the antique week and the dates. I left the cover very simple. It's just the paper bag with some stitched crocheted lace on the top of it. I'll just hold this up so you can see the focal point on the cover. I used pamphlet stitch binding, and the closure is very simple. It's just a wraparound tie. Flyer from the event. Took a lot of pictures. This was also a camping trip. So my friend made some journaling notes for me to include as well, and I'm super excited to have her handwriting in my journal. So I've tucked those in throughout. This is a piece of fabric that I dyed. This is so cool. So we went to an antique show looking for thrift opportunities, because normally where there's antiquing, there's thrifting. This is an 8-inch thick parts book for mechanics. It was very old. I should have bought it. I regret leaving it behind. We didn't have a great camping experience, so we won't be going back there again. This is our campsite, which I kept very minimal. And then some of my favorite finds, some vintage postcards with funny sayings. And then just some little photos. Some vintage kind of wrapping. And a picture of a fantastic find, 105 tiny individual crocheted pieces, and then there were 5 large ones. Just a little shaker I made at the end with some of the offcuts of things that were used in the book. Another writing from my friend. And then this was so much fun. I bought this collapsible cart to bring, and I was so excited about it, and I impressed myself, so I gave myself a first place ribbon and a best in show. And there's my cart in all of its glory. After my girlfriend left, Chris came and met me for a night, and so he dragged my cart around for me. Just the story of me and my cart, just a girl in her cart. That would have been way too much for me to write, so I did it all on the computer. Just some notes about, I called it the annex. The cart has another smaller compartment on it, and I called it the annex. So just some notes about what I packed in there. And this is just from one of the catalogs that I got there. I thought it was really pretty, so I turned it into a tag. Photo of some of my soft goods. This was quite a score. This dress is so cute. It was $5. This was my first day finds. The first day was probably the most fun, probably because I had never been to one of these things before. And then this was my genius idea. This little tiny purse is the size of a credit card, and it held my credit card in cash. And I wore it crossbody, so it stayed tight to me the whole time. It was a perfect solution. Just a collage I did. The area we went to is Route 20 in New York State, and there is a 2-mile stretch that is known for antiquing, so that's why that's on there. This was a fantastic find. So some of you have seen my wall of washi in the past. I'm going to bring this a little closer. So this is my old wall of washi, and it was 2 wooden things and then a bunch of little boxes just all resting on each other. And I got this for $50 at the show, and it's perfect for the washi. And unfortunately, I cut the photo off when I put it in my little app. And so this is quite a bit wider than what it's showing here. And I actually used washi in my book, which is new for me. These are just some cool things we saw. A bunch of brochures of some localish places that I might want to go take a look at sometime. And then the second signature. This is just from the county information. There's a write-up about the Bouckville area and the history of antiquing. This is a map of the show. My first ever hidden paper clip on paper that I made to go with that paper. And then this is just information on the various show fields, parking, bathrooms. And I wanted to record all that because if I go next year, I want to remember, you know, where not to go, where to go, etc. So this is day 2. This was another excellent day of thrifting. It's just Chris and I in one of the tents. This is day 3. So day 3 I shopped by myself. My girlfriend had left and Chris hadn't arrived yet. And day 3 slowed down a lot for me. I got a little more picky about what I was buying. This is part of my favorite part of the book, and I don't know if I can get it all on the camera at the same time. So it's a flip out with 5 parts, and this top section here is everything at a glance. So this is everything I bought at one glance. And then the bottom, this is all books and newspapers, and then all the handwritten ephemera, and then this is kind of a hodgepodge of stuff. So I just thought it was fun for me to see everything all at once. And these are gel prints that I made. And then Andrea and I went to lunch, and so that was our lunch one day. I made a little tag here out of the top of her K-cup from camp, a brochure, and then just talking about the food we ate, where we went out to dinner, what we packed. So this was so much fun to make. Here's a sampling of music sheets that came out of books that I bought there. I just thought it looked cool with them all layered on top of each other. This is just a very common picture that people take. Butternut Hill is a sponsor, and with Bouckville in the background there. It's kind of neat. This is a postcard that they gave out, and so I mailed it to myself. So I have the post office stamp from there, the dates, and I just think it's a pretty cool postcard. This is me on the first day at our first tent. This is a piece of doily, I guess you could call it, that I got at the show. Another note from my friend. And this is one of my favorite parts of the book. So this is from a Life magazine ad, and it's from the 60s, as you can probably tell. And I think it's just so funny because in today's world, this would never be acceptable. But she's smoking Virginia Slims, and the title of the ad was, "You've come a long way, baby." And I left her feet on sticking out of the bottom of the book. And so that is it. That is my story. That is my memory. That is my simple journal that I had so much fun making. I hope you like it, and I will see you back here again soon. Bye, guys.